Hi, I'm Dallas Reid, the English voice of Asta from Black Clover, and you're listening to Nerd Network News.
Welcome in, Dark Hearts. I'm Wolfie.
And Mooney.
And this is your Nerd Network News. And today we have a very special guest joining us. Please welcome in Dallas Reid.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing? You can't answer me. I'm sorry.
People at home, make sure you answer. We want to know. Leave it in the comments, too. We'll know what you answer.
That's right. I'm engagement farming. That's what this is. It wasn't a genuine mistake.
Heck yes. Would you like to give us a highlight of your works?
Yeah, sure. So, as was stated earlier, my name is Dallas Reid. I am primarily known for the English voice of Asta in Black Clover, Zack from Angels of Death, and most recently, Shuichi Nakatsu from the anime adaptation of Hana Kimi.
That is so awesome. Can you tell us, of all these big energy characters, what is your favorite character alignment or type that you like to play?
Well, I mean, generally, it's a lot of fun to be a shonen protagonist. I don't think anybody who's ever played one would tell you any different, but it was an absolute blast to just be an outright psycho as Zack from Angels of Death. Like, he has all of the volume, all of the energy, all of the punch of a shonen protagonist, but then he's saying things that I never would have thought to say in my day-to-day life, and it was a ton of fun.
That's fantastic. So, like, when the character itself can kind of surprise you, and maybe the character brings out more energy. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. Oh, let's talk main character energy. How would you define it, and what advice would you give for the listeners on how they can bring that main character energy into their day-to-day lives?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Well, main character energy I don't think is easily defined because there are so many different genres with so many different main characters. Like, a shonen protagonist, depending on their world, is most often somebody like a Naruto or an Asta, somebody who is loud, brash, committed, and never gives up on the thing that on their stated mission, such as becoming the Hokage, Wizard King, King of the Pirates, strongest in the world, whatever they want to be. That is the main character energy of a shonen protagonist. And I think the best way that your listeners might be able to achieve that is Red Bull or any other caffeinated beverage of their choice, but Red Bull was mine for Asta. But then, there's other genres, like you have Classroom of the Elite. Obviously, main character energy there is something completely different, and I think Justin Briner does an excellent job of showcasing what it might look like, but that's not really the type of character I play. You'd have to ask him about that.
That's totally fair. What do you think day-to-day life main character energy looks like? Bring it.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I think being the sort of person that people remember when they interact with you day to day is a great way to achieve main character energy. The last thing you want to do is try to make yourself important, but making yourself memorable can be achieved in a lot of different ways. The way that I choose to go about it is just a little extra kindness than, people might expect when they run into you. If you see somebody drop something, no matter how small it is, just go ahead and tell them, hey, you dropped this. Don't be afraid to insert yourself into a situation where you can be of value, and, look your service workers in the eyes, smile at them, and tell them to have a good day at the end of your interaction. Just something to make yourself a little more memorable than the average person that they would interact with.
Heck yeah, I love that. Oh, speaking of memorable, what would you say is one of your most memorable moments in the booth? Either like good fun or maybe like it was so hard to get through this recording.
There is a moment in Black Clover. It's one of the very few filler episodes in the show where they are doing essentially trivia about the events of the show with each other, and they're all wearing these silly hats, and the director was having a lot of fun with the episode. He was leaving a lot of bombs, and he had written one. A bomb is something we used to do that we no longer do, where if somebody flubs a line in a funny way or intentionally makes a joke, they will leave it in for the next actor to come record so that they can hear the joke and react to it. And then the director, the next time the person that left the joke comes in, will go, oh man, you killed. But it was just, normally whenever Asta and Yuno are having their rivalry talk, it's I will be the Wizard King. And all that happened was Micah said Quizzard King instead of Wizard King. And I collapsed on the floor in a heap laughing, and I think we had to wait like 5 minutes for me to recover because it was just so dryly delivered and so beautifully executed.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I would have loved to be there to hear that one.
It sounds like Riddler isekai'd into a wizard.
It's very good.
Any difficult moments, like hardest line you had to do?
Well, I mean, obviously, that boy screams. So there was many a time where I had to, catch my breath, take a few minutes because I started to get a little lightheaded. Never passed out in the booth, but I did get lightheaded several times. But honestly, the hardest thing that I ever had to record as Asta was earlier in the series because I didn't know him that well yet. And the end of the fight with Veto, it is his first experience with we killed this man. This man is gone and no longer here. He's not knocked out. He is gone. And he just kind of has to wrestle with that. And it's really one of the first times in the series that he has to deal with anything explicitly serious that wasn't heat of the moment action. He's actually having a moment to sit with a new thing and process it. And it was really hard to kind of find that energy because so far the only energy I had been required to find was I'm going to win loudly.
Absolutely. That can be so difficult, pulling emotions out on cue. That's definitely got to be one of the tough things about your profession there.
Yeah, especially when you don't know exactly how a newer character that you're portraying would handle that stuff. And it was just tricky. I think I found it, but I was definitely lost for a bit. I remember at one point looking out at the director and being like, I can't find my boy. Chris, where is my boy? But we got there.
Oh, that's fantastic. Which two of the characters that you voiced or acted, if you've done stage acting, do you think would have the most interesting conversation with each other?
Ooh, that's interesting. Let me think about that for a minute. Okay. In high school, I played the chief prosecutor, Deputy Governor Danforth, who was doing most of the prosecuting in the Salem witch trials in the Crucible. And I think he and Asta would have a pretty interesting chat. just Danforth freaking out about everything going on in the Black Clover universe, and then stopping and pointing at Asta and being like, "You're cool. Everyone else here is against God."
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that's fantastic. Main question here: what are your nerdy hobbies and passions?
Nerdy hobbies and passions. I get together with my friends every few months or so, not as frequently as I would like, and we play Commander. I am trash. They're kind of teaching me slowly over the course of kicking my butt consistently. I am huge into video games. I don't think there's a person my age alive really that isn't, but I just picked up the new Fire Red update for the Switch. Having a lot of fun with that. Don't press A, X, Y, and B at the same time. I've got kind of fat thumbs and I did it once and it was a soft reset. I didn't know it would do that. So careful there. Tabletop, I haven't really had a chance to play a lot, but I love listening to, the big podcasts, your Dimension 20s, your Not Another D&D podcasts, Worlds Beyond Number, Three Black Halflings, just really excellent shows. And collecting the books is an expensive and heavy hobby, but I like to look at them and imagine what it might be like one day.
Oh, absolutely. What would you say is your signature when you're doing voice acting, stage acting? What do you bring to your roles that no one else has?
Loud. Loud and earnest, I think, is probably the two things that I'm most known for. Not to say that nobody else has these qualities. There are dozens of actors that do, but I do think that it's not my thing, but it is in the area of acting my specialty. It's like how every chef is a chef and they all know how to cook, but some chefs are pastry chefs, some chefs are, sushi chefs, some chefs have a specialty that, everybody can kind of do, but some people really specialize in. And I think that volume and earnesty are the two things that I specialize in when it comes to acting.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, gosh, loud plus hitting emotional notes, that is a talent. That's a skill right there.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Oh, what's something that you would like your fans to take away from your work?
I mean, I'm not really in the business of telling people how to resonate with art. Anything that you take away from my work is something that I am very proud to have given you. No matter what you take away from anything that I do, just know that I am extremely honored to have had any impact on your life.
Oh, that's fantastic. What would you say would be your Black Clover hot take?
My Black Clover hot take is that y'all need to leave Yuno alone. He's a good boy. He's earned everything that he's gotten. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean he didn't work hard. Just because it seems like it came out of nowhere doesn't mean it did. He's been doing things in the background the whole time, as Asta has in the foreground the whole time. He's a good boy. He's my brother. Leave him alone. I will not stand for Yuno hate in this house.
Yes. And on that note, when fans are coming up to you at the booth, what is your favorite type of fan or fan interaction?
You learn to appreciate them all, even the ones that initially kind of put you off. Because I don't think anybody's, at least in my case, coming up to my table to try and make me particularly comfortable or uncomfortable. They just want to share a moment with me, and I appreciate every single one of them. That said, it is always cool when somebody comes up and shows me like the coolest Asta tattoo that anyone's ever gotten. Like, that's always fun. I appreciate when the art that we do resonates so much that they go, I'm going to do a different kind of art and I'm going to put it on my body forever.
Absolutely. Gosh, speaking of Amki, where we are today coming live, what is some of your favorite things about working Amki compared to other cons?
Well, the show floor hasn't even opened yet on day one, and it's my first time here, so I don't really have an answer for that yet, but I'm looking forward to the crowd providing me one. So far, it's been nice to have a hotel connected to the venue, and the catering in the green room was really good.
Yes, Amki gets double points for catering. All right. Socials, websites, where can the fans find you?
I'm working on putting a few more things together, but as of right now, I'm only on Blue Sky. You can find me at Fort Worth Reid. That's REID, no spaces, at Blue Sky. It's fortworthreid.bsky.social, whatever, like the blue. It's all Blue Sky, just Fort Worth Reid. You'll find me.
Heck yeah. Any upcoming works?
Nothing that I'm at liberty to talk about, but the present works right now are Hana Kimi is winding down. I've been doing some script coverage for the back half of Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Writer, which is an incredible show. It's so much fun to write for because everybody is at a 10 the entire time, and they're all being completely ridiculous in the best way. And those are, I think, kind of the big two right now. Obviously, looking forward to Black Clover coming back. Got no idea when that's going to happen. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy is supposed to get a third season at some point, but they haven't announced when that is either. Things are coming around the bend, but nothing just yet, as far as information goes.
All right, well, they're just going to have to follow you on Blue Sky so that they can get the updates when they're announced.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. All right, parting words for your fans.
Thank you so much for listening, and if you stop by this weekend, thank you for stopping by. It's always lovely to talk to you all, even when you can't talk back, and I will see you when I see you.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dallas.
Of course, thanks for having me.
NNN would like to thank our listeners for tuning in.
And our radio sponsor, 88.1 FM, KVSC, your sound alternative. And Woodforia, DJs, photography, and more. You can get a quote for your special event at minnesotaprodj.com.
Make sure you like and subscribe to darkheart_studios on YouTube, hit that bell, and follow our socials for full video versions of NNN, interviews, and live events coverage.
Thank you for tuning in, Dark Hearts. This is Mooney.
And Wolfie, signing off.